With gas prices breaking records every day now, the Saving You Money team is looking for ways to cut your costs at the pump with practical solutions that can reduce the amount of fuel you use. In just a moment, we'll show you just how high gas prices climbed overnight. But first, Jim Snyder puts an unusual device to the test and found it really can increase your gas mileage and help the environment.
It's hard to believe, but all this is a piece of pipe with some copper screen in it.
Because the ecosystem is a catalyst, it's changing the nature of the fuel, reducing the vapor pressure so it burns better.
Sounds like it makes sense, but will it work? The eco-fuel system was brought to our attention by Nellis Staff Sergeant Casey Talamentes, who challenged us to try it out.
I saw Jim Snyder's report on, the gadgets out there don't work.
Casey's dad, Ben, sells the eco-fuel system. When he came up from Texas and showed us the part he was going to install on our test cars, we were skeptical about it living up to his claims.
It's going to make your car last longer, number one. Number two is going to reduce the emissions, which is going to help you pass the smog test. And number three is it's going to put money back in your pocket instead of into the pump.
So under the watchful eye of master mechanic Curtis Johnson, we gave it a try. And the results on Ben's second claim were immediate.
It's a reduction in fuel misuse.
Wasted fuel.
Wasted fuel is less, from 40 parts per million to 12 parts per million.
That's less pollution in the air we all breathe, and it's great for the environment. But what we really wanted to find out was, could it save us money at the pump?
In this Suburban with 150,000 miles on it with a big Chevy 350 V8, this vehicle went from 12.4 to 16.2. So a significant increase in mileage.
On the Ford Focus we tested it on, we bumped our highway mileage up 15%, and our city driving went up 12%. Better gas mileage and cleaner emissions. I have to admit, pretty impressive. I'm Jim Snyder, Saving You Money.
According to the American Lung Association, diesel exhaust contributes to bronchitis, asthma attacks, and lung cancer. The diesel exhaust inside a school bus contains more than 40 toxic substances, and 70% of cancer risk from toxic air contaminants comes from diesel exhaust. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, and at higher levels a poisonous gas formed when carbon in fuel is not burned completely. It is a product of motor vehicle exhaust, which contributes to about 60% of all CO emissions nationwide. Ecosystems are effective in reducing fuel consumption, reducing emissions, reducing maintenance costs, increasing performance, and they work on any internal combustible engine powered by gasoline, propane, diesel, biofuels, compressed natural gas, or pure NOx. Ecosystems come in different sizes depending on the size engine the vehicle is equipped with. Eco 5 is for 500 horsepower and above heavy-duty diesels. Eco 4 is for on- and off-road heavy diesels under 500 horsepower. The Chevy Duramax and Ford 6.4 Power Stroke with a half-inch fuel line also require an Eco 4. Eco 3 is for high-performance V8s and light-duty diesels. Eco 2 is for 6- and 8-cylinder V8s less than 5.0 and small diesel cars or generators. Eco 1 is for 4-cylinder gasoline engines, jet skis, outboard motorboats, ATVs, and motorcycles. Alternative fuels are a complex issue, so most alternative fuels are years away from being available to the masses, and conversions are thousands to tens of thousands of dollars for existing vehicles, so it makes sense to have ecosystems installed on all vehicles. Go green without giving up performance, buy American, and start helping our Earth. In the U.S., approximately 400 million gallons of gasoline is consumed every day. By installing affordable ecosystems on all vehicles, we could reduce our U.S. fuel consumption by 76,800,000 barrels of oil each year. Thank you for being a part of our mission.